Sorry, good with it. So you can punish me, make it flat or round, or whatever shape you want to make it. Or triangle shape. Yeah. Yeah, for that. Sanje Judam Soje Chanam La Chanju. Sanje Judam. Sanje Judam Soje. So usually in the practice, in the should be saying general in Buddhism, but particularly in the Mahayana Buddhism, you see, in the practice you do, it's like preparation, actual water, and completion, three things. Preparation, here Mahayana Buddhism means motivation, bodhicitta, that's preparation. Actual body, then whatever you're doing there, meditation or whatever, so actual body, whatever practice you actually do that, the actual one. Then completion is the dedication to achieving enlightenment for sentient. So three things. Then it's a complete, complete practice. That way. So yeah, so that's think. Oh, the motivation, the purpose of one's life, my life, is not just to achieve happiness for myself. Not even not only samsaric happiness, samsaric pleasure, but even the liberation from samsara, ultimate happiness, that which is not the nature of suffering. So the ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara. what samsara is not factory, is not a house, is not a farmhouse, is not a farm where you farm field, not that. Yeah. Or the place where you extinguish kill people or animals or butcher place or not like that. That's not samsara. So general understanding, generally is the body and mind which is nature of suffering. That's of course normal, usual understanding of samsara. But the actual real meaning of samsara is what you have to think. The real meaning of samsara is continuity of the rebirth of the contaminated aggregates caused by karma and delusion. So this aggregates is how this is caused by karma and delusion. Why this is nature of suffering? Why born with suffering? Why not with bliss? Only bliss. The body and mind both. Why only great bliss? Greatest bliss. Why born in nature of suffering? What is nature of suffering? Why? So that is it. That because it's caused by it's a causative phenomenon. So the parent's egg is the just condition. That's just condition. So the main cause is a delusion and karma. Why this is nature of suffering? Why born with the suffering? Because we did not actualize the path which removes the delusion. Karma causes samsara, causes suffering. We didn't remove the past. So you have to understand the explanation how this is caused by karma and delusion. You have to understand the 12 dependent related limb of the wheel of life. And so the evolution, you see how this happening. So the 12 dependent related limb. So you have to understand that. Which describes the drawing the wheel of life. So therefore, will of life is so important. It's so important. That's why Buddha advised will of life outside the monastery. And usually there's a monk who explains, when the people come, the monk explains. Buddha said also to have monks to explain when the people come to monastery, then to explain outside the door, the wheel of life, Sibakuro, wheel of life. One monk had in charge of to explain people. So everything about it. I mean, you can explain many years, but also months and weeks and days and a few hours, a few minutes, like that, you see. You see, so the characteristic, so the studying for truth, about noble truth was Buddha, first will of Dharma, get to Sarnath, India, Sarnath, first will of Dharma, second will of Dharma, Rajgiri, will of Dharma, no truly existence. And then Yangbachan, I don't know the Sanskrit. They had turned the last word Dharma with the three characteristics, Sinisum. So, Karas were, yeah. So, Penguin. So, all of life is to understand Four Noble Truths. So important. Because, yeah, I mean, not only one, but Buddha said, expert. So then they understand why there's need monastery, why there's need nunnery. Then they understand. Otherwise, they may think like prison, or people might think like prison. I don't know what to say. Depends on people who come there to, depends on the education. If somebody doesn't have any education, they may think like that, or they're wasting their life. Wasting their life. One time in Delhi, I was invited. There was the previous, after his son gave democratic to Tibetan people. So the first one, the president, what? Prime Minister, or how do you say? Huh? What? Prime Minister, yeah. Samsung, Sangdong Rinpoche, extremely Catholic, educated Buddha Dharma, Shuddha Tantra, and not just Tibetan knowledge, many things in the field, but spirit Dharma. Yeah. So he was Prime Minister. Then after that, now Sangha as a Prime Minister. Sangha, I don't remember the whole name. Rodhan Sangha. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he was there. And then there was not so many people. Some Indian professors or something who made a dictionary, the Tibetan and Hindi, English. Long time ago. And then there was Ladakhi man. And he was, then I don't think he really knows well Dharma, I don't think so. So he was complaining that saying succession. He wanted to see the monks and nuns. He didn't say nuns, but general monks. He expressed that why you don't see in the hospital like Christians. In the living room, why not in the hospitals? Working for people, they are mixed, serving, sick people. I mean, like that. Like that, serving people. He doesn't see that in Buddhism, like that. He was just with Surabaya, complained. I don't think he knows. I don't think he started Buddhism. Just a rough idea. You see, here now very important study, very important practice, very important through the mind, basically through the mind. So because as I said, the mind creates hell and enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, and everyday happiness problem. Depend on how you think your mind, depend on how you use your mind. So like that. So the 6 realms of sufferings, hell, hunger, was animal, human being, sura, asura, individual. So created by the mind, by your mind. So then you create, then you get born those under the influence of delusion karma. So you create causative reborn there, and the kasure. Yeah, so kasure. Yeah, then you suffer. Oceans of suffering, helping, hunger goes, animals. Oceans suffering, so human beings, sura, asura, so that souls can, it's all entire. So as I said, also the other extreme, the enlightenment, nirvana, then before that, I said nirvana, just liberation from samsara, so created by the mind. All these samsaric temporary pleasures, so it's the nature of suffering. Happiness which doesn't continue, cannot complete. We've been working on samsara happiness from beginningless rebirth to get satisfaction. Oh, from beginningless, there's no time, there's no beginning. We've been working for this samsara pleasure to get satisfaction. But so far we didn't achieve satisfaction from beginningless rebirth. So that doesn't last, or doesn't last, and it cannot complete. Whereas Dharma happiness, we can complete. So there's huge differences between samsara happiness and Dharma happiness. So even for that reason, why you want to know Dharma, then you can see so important. And to learn, in order to practice, you have to learn. But otherwise, you wouldn't know how to practice Dharma, and then it could be wrong practice. Like that. So in the world, there are people who don't know Dharma, so then don't know Dharma well, then there's many practices, wrong doesn't become Dharma. So as I gave an example, talked yesterday, other day, so that, so you can see that how you are so fortunate, and you can see how important, most important it is. So that in your life. So sorry. So you see, just quick, sorry. The kata. So by realizing emptiness, shunyata, ultimate nature of the I, ultimate nature of the phenomena, by realizing that, and then achieving karma abiding meditation, shini, then you see, then on the basis of that, the mental on emptiness, analyzing, then you achieve great wisdom, higher thing, higher thing. that derives ecstasy of the body and mind. Ecstasy of the body and mind. So from that, mental emptiness, analyzing the emptiness, unified or based on the samatha, shine, kama. So then that causes to have a direct realization, wisdom, directly seeing emptiness. Then by having that realization, then that helps to seize the seed of delusion karma. The seed of delusion and karma. So by seeing that, then you are able to see the cause of samsara, the delusion karma. So by seeing that, then you totally cease the oceans of sufferings of samsara. The oceans of suffering of samsara, you are able to cease forever, not just the holiday, just a few years or few months or few days, weeks, not like that. Or even lifetime, they come back, not like that. Forever! Forever! You have to know forever! That's so important, forever! That's so important. Forever, because you have no cause of samsara. So how they can be suffering? Without cause, if you have told the independent cause of suffering, how can they be suffering without a cause? It's impossible. How can grow the flower without seed? Without without seed, it's possible to grow flowers. It's similar. So you see. There is no flower growing in the space because you can't plant seed in the space. Similar. In the ground you can plant seed, then grow flower. So you see, it's common understanding. Yeah. So some pleasure, yeah. So it has the virtue, cause, positive cause, virtue. You see, right cause, virtue. So problem, suffering, it comes from the non-virtue. So see, totally opposite. From non-virtue doesn't come happiness. From virtue doesn't come suffering. That's separate. It's like you plant chili, seed, and then it grows chili. It doesn't. You don't get. You plant chili seed in the ground, then you get raisin, sweet. Not like that. You plant raisin, you get chili, and it's not like that. So that's impossible. So similar, virtue, non-virtue. Happiness comes from virtue, suffering comes from non-virtue. So that's totally separated. So that's so similar to the poisonous seed, the poisonous plant, the fruit, and medicinal seed in the medicinal fruit. So it's totally different. And so that. So anyway, so therefore, you see, then you achieve ultimate happiness, the liberation from samsara, blissful state of peace, so, yeah, so you see, Of course, that is without talking the even higher, the peerless happiness, a total cessation of the total cessation of the gross obscuration. Not only that, total cessation, even subtle obscuration. Then complete realization. Sangye in Tibetan, the Sanskrit Buddha. So you see, so without talking that, just liberation from just samsara. So you see, so everybody want happiness, do not want suffering. So that's first you have to understand that. So even the mosquitoes, even the ants, even the tiny insect, flies, every same. One happiness, do not want suffering. Including the very educated human being who has many high degrees from different universities. You see, most educated human being. So everybody wants happiness, don't want suffering. So, okay. So therefore, then this liberation to be free from the samsara, so important. Yeah. So if you don't become free from samsara, all the pleasures, nature of suffering, nature of suffering. You have to understand. We've been working, trying from beginning of the birth. Being the 6th year, reincarnated in the 6th year. From beginning, we work for that to get satisfied. So like that. So many different ways to try to find happiness. Even go in the airplane, and then you come out, or you have a teacher, what is it called? The backside? The parachute, yeah. You can parachute, and I think it's every parachute, I think. But so holding hands like this around people as a hand in space. And then sometimes people drop. The parachute doesn't come, they drop. So people they die. That doesn't show at the end what happened. So like that, you see, try to achieve happiness. They tie the wings like the mouse, like the the bat, like the bat. So wings, you tie your hands with the wings, and you try to fly. You try to run, but sometimes break your legs or something. You try to run on a mountain like this, then you try to fly. Try so many ways to get happiness. Some I saw using a bullet, shooting. You go in the machine, you use this bullet to shoot the other side of the hill, or there's break on the other side, the place or something. Other people do all kinds to find what they mean, what the happiness, what they want. So all kinds. Just yeah, that's so. Yeah. Anyway, what else I can say? Yeah, some pleasure of that. From beginning, it's about whatever different method, we did already numberless times. We think, you see, the people involved, the ordinary people involved, they think, oh, this is the first time, no. How most horrible, terrifying, worst suffering that a human being experiencing, that animals experiencing, we experience that numberless times. Us here, we experienced numberless times in the past, from the beginning. And any kind of method for happiness, even you become a king of not only country, but the whole world, we do numberless times. You see population, many millions, many million, billion populations. I mean, you see, yeah, with all the experiences, all the, any pleasure, everything, any method, we think, with the ordinary people in the world, think this is the first time. Oh, this is the first time. Going to the moon, first time. Oh, you know. This is the first time. We were born in the moon numberless times in the past. Moon and sun, planets, we were born numberless times. So anyway, so like that, nothing's new. Any method of pleasure, nothing new. Nothing is the first time. We do numberless times. Okay, so this is now. But still didn't get satisfaction. Didn't get satisfaction. So, that without Dharma, then you don't get satisfaction. How much you try? Never. So we're saying, you try this for a little while, then you get bored, you try another one, another method for happiness. It's always like this. So you bought one car, after some time you get bored, tired, you get bored. It's another car, another something you see more beautiful. Then you decide you buy that. Then you get bored long. Then you see each day goes less interest. Then it's not then you see, it's always like this. So even relationship people, you see, or before you meet, before you live together. Amazing! Well, that I will have a, like Lula, you're going to have liberation with that person. Kind of that. Only bliss, only happiness. You never think of problem. Never think of problem. No. Incredible happiness if I can be with that person. Wow. So only then maybe you spend, I don't know, I don't know. Thousands, $100,000 of dollars, to meet the person, to be together. That's what he wanted. So you think it only happens, no problem. You never know the life that what you're going to go through. You have no idea. So only thing happiness. That you will paradise or something, unbelievable happiness if I can be with that person. You think, then in case if it did happen, then there's some worry not happening. Well, because the attachment, then there's some worry not happening. Well, then if it happened, even if it happened to be together, to be actually together, then as you live together, then slowly, then you see the mistake of the person. Slowly, then you learn that person. So before, before the other person has hallucination of you, you have hallucination of that person. This is what you think. Don't know the mistake of the person. And then you live together. Actually, we live together. Then day by day, slowly, then you see all the mistakes. So the more as the day goes, as week goes, month goes. Then comes how selfish that person is. So whether it's a husband or whether a wife or whatever, friend. So you find more mistakes. So that. Then you see, then your interest is less. Then after some time, totally black for your mind. That person is totally black. Then one can be free from that person. One I can be free from that person. It's like you are living in prison. So you wish to be free from that person. Any day, any hour, minute, second, you see, it's like living in prison. So at the beginning, incredible happiness, whatever can be with that person. Never think a problem. So so at the end, that total opposite to the beginning, you see what you expect. In a day, see, they can be free any hour. Can be free from this person. To not be with this person. So like that, so you get bored and I think you look for somebody else and then you think the same thing. We are keeping this better. Wow, what a good bliss and happiness. Never think problem. It's no problem. You could go through. Never think that. Only happiness. Then again, same thing when you start to live with that person. Then again, same thing. Then, as you actually live together, then you, as it goes, find more mistakes for the causative. Yes, more mistakes. Then causative. Let's attraction. Attachment. Yeah. Let's. So exactly same. Basically all is the same as that. It's always go like this. Then again, you find somebody. If I can be with the person, wow, what a happiness would be. You think that. Then again, if you are able to be with that person, they can say, let's we did like this, knowledge life. From beginning to celebrate, we did this. Every sentient being, having your wife, every sentient being, having your husband, every ant, every muscular, different body. they all had the human body in different times and animal body. That which is yeah. Everything they may have been your wife, your husband, your children, your father, your mother. We don't know. If we don't know, even 9 months we stayed in mother's womb, we don't know. Even coming from mother's womb, we don't know. And many things what we did in this life, we forget. I forget. Even yesterday, what I talked, what I ate, sometimes I forget. So you see, that doesn't mean you didn't do. So it's like that, you see. So my mind, for example, extremely obscure, extremely ignorant, extremely so obscure. Like the night time, there's no moon, stars, no light, and the fogginess, like that, our mind. So when we learn Dharma, so then we meet Dharma, we learn Dharma. Then it's like opening eye, opening wisdom eye. It's like opening third eye. So people talk about that. It's like, then you know what is the right thing to practice, what is the wrong thing to abandon, what brings suffering, from where comes happiness, from which mind brings suffering. So, then really, wow, amazing. Then you see everything total opposite, so like that. So anyway, can just finish this finish the subject. Oh, can yeah. So you see, all this comes through the meditation, actualizing path. Actually, it's your mind, not somebody else's mind. Plan to transplant, not that. You see, Buddha's way of liberating us. Buddha's way of Buddha's way of liberating us sentient beings is not by washing the different not by washing with the water. The suffering, you see, delusion, karma, cause of suffering, not by washing with water, not that way. Tunun digba chui mitrishing. The Mahajuan do not wash negative karma with the water. You see. Which is that. Chaga misera. The transmigratory bringing suffering is not eliminated. So it's not taken out by hand. Like thorn goes inside thorn, then you take it out with hand. Not like that. The way the Buddha liberated us sentient beings from suffering and samsara is not like that. It's not by hand, like taking thorn out. And his own realization transplant within us, not also that way. You see, people's kidney transplant and others who need kidney, or the different parts of the body. Right after breath stopped, immediately you cut the body and then take out the pieces and then to use for the people who need their organs. So not that way, not like that, not by transplantation. Buddha's his own realization with us. No, then how Buddha liberated us from oceans of suffering. Is Chunyi Dembatane Troyos by revealing the ultimate reality, truth. Chunyi Dembatane Troyos. Then sentient beings get liberated from oceans of suffering and samsara and cause the delusion karma. So that this. So the you see, so you realize because ultimate truth, then you come about then analyze them, then which is the higher thing, then by couldn't that, then you develop the wisdom directly perceiving emptiness. Only do that, then ceases the seed of delusion karma. I'm just all the details that don't have realizations cannot say the even details in the scripture. So just rough idea, just brief, just get the idea. So then she said delusion karma, then after you see all that, then there is no cause. Because there is no cause, so then you are totally free from oceans of suffering or samsara. Is it all the sufferings, all the oceans of sufferings, all 6 then if you put together condensed, it's a suffering pain and suffering change and pervasive compound suffering. So suffering pain, so suffering rebirth, suffering death, suffering old age, suffering sicknesses, and dissatisfactions, and the 3 sufferings of aggregates and all that. You know, the all that suffering pain, the first suffering. Then second suffering, second suffering, the suffering change, all the samsara pleasures. Any samsara pleasure, that's new for us, as I told you already. We experience from beginningless life. We experience some beginningless samsara life. We experience numberless times, not only one time, numberless times already. So, so they were any samsara pleasure. That's suffering change. Suffering change. So, because of nature suffering, caused by karma and delusion, nature suffering, so therefore cannot continue, cannot complete. So all of this. Suffering will change, all the samsara pleasure. Then third suffering, pervasive compounding suffering, chapa duje kitungang in Tibetan. So chapa duje kitungang, you see the aggregates, these the 5 aggregates, what we are now, and then this mind, body, this aggregates, then enter the not free. Why we are suffering? Why we have to suffer? Why not to only great bliss? Why not? So that because our aggregates is under the control of delusion karma. We're not free from delusion karma. So, so like that. Sorry. So, only experiencing greatest bliss, no suffering. So we don't have that. Because our aggregate is not free from delusion karma, under the control of that. Because of that, this aggregate is pervaded by suffering. That. Then pervasive, meaning pervasive, that is compounding suffering, because this is contaminated. This is contaminated seed of delusion karma. This is contaminated. So, from seed, delusion karma rises suffering gains. Not only suffering this life, suffering in future lives as well. Rises. From this seed of delusion karma. And then also delusion rises again from the seed. Once you have seed, delusion rises again. All like that. Pervasive, compounding suffering. So, I want to mention to you this. So the Kathori, 6 realms, sentient beings, are condensed in 3 realms. Desire realm, form realm, formless realm. Desire realm has a desire realm, human beings, desire realm. Besides lower realm, human beings and desire realm, devas. You see, like the devas and 33 realm and so forth and so on. Desire realm devas, they have the suffering of pain and the suffering of change and pervasive compound suffering, of course. So now the world of form, Sukham, form realm. Now Sukham, form realm, you see, they don't have attachment to the outside, to the home sound, smell, taste, tangible objects. Desire and pleasure, they don't have attachment. So through meditation, they achieved through meditation, shamatha and so forth. They achieved the form realm. So they, form realm, do not have suffering pain. But they have suffering of change and pervasive compound suffering, through the suffering of samsara. And now so form realm has Sandeshi, 4 stable of firm contemplation. So then totally the nearly 7 categories within this. So there's a whole entire subject to study, the kind of debate in the monasteries and so on. Then through meditation, samatha, through something stable, firm contemplation, then you achieve even you renounce, even you attachment by seeing suffering nature, the form realm suffering, then you cause to achieve thinking more peace, the formless realm. Yes, there's this space, limitless consciousness, then nothingness, trip the samsara, therefore, formless, dreamless fall. So they don't have samsara, suffering or change. They don't have suffering or change. They don't have attachment, renounce attachment for form realm pleasure, see. Don't have that, renounce. So where they develop the renunciation is, seeing what we have, or seeing as nature of suffering, and looking at the higher realm, the higher stage, and then more peace, so that, and so better, and then that makes it to be born there. This is how they get reborn, also on the basis of something, firm contemplation. So, then formless realm, they don't have suffering, pain, and suffering with change. They don't have. What they have is the last one, pervasive compounding suffering. So you see, all the four stages, infinite space, and then consciousness and nothingness, to the samsara. So all are in this, they have this suffering, third suffering. So including the last one, tip the samsara. So there is no higher realm in samsara where you think that's better, more peace than tip the samsara. There's nothing. So therefore, then if you achieve that, then you don't see at all the realize tip the samsara, how that's the nature of suffering. You never realize. So once the essence of Buddha, the renunciation bodhicitta, right view, you see, since you don't practice that way, so then never come to see, if you achieve those levels, but you never see to the samsara, nature of suffering. So then you are there, your delusions are so much removed, and the gross delusions are there. When you're there, it's like no delusion. So many, they think they achieve nirvana, they believe. Well, subtle one there, but they're hard to see. There are many sects, the great delusion has a great in the middle and the small. Then the middle one has great in the middle and the small. Then the small, the great middle. There's so many sects over there. However, so they're there until they have a karma to be there. So when the karma finish, you see, then they have to be reborn, desire realm, or form realm, or whatever, even the law realm, or you see, like that. So then those who believe it, I have achieved nirvana, was a delusion becomes so subtle, so do not recognize. So those who believe nirvana, then they see, you have to be reborn even lower realms, or the desire realm, the form realm, oh, they think, oh, it's not true. That's nirvana. You see, it's not true. Then the rises heretical mind, then the cause is to be reborn heretical. So like that. That's all those stories like that. So however, then you see, as long as you are samsara, you're never free from samsara. Suffering. You're never free from suffering. So this pervasive compound suffering, you're never free from that. We didn't have even 1 second break from samsara. From beginning to rebirth up to now, we do not have 1 second, even 1 second break from samsara. Never had a break, never had a holiday, or never had a 1 second holiday or break from the samsara suffering. The pervasive compound suffering. Oh, like that. Oh, you have to know that. So what I'm saying now, so there's all this, yeah, so so all this have to develop the path, which is your mind. You see, whole path of true path, the whole path we have to do through meditation, which is your mind, and achieve that true cessation of suffering. Is it the nirvana, true cessation of suffering, the great peace, little state of peace for oneself. So you see, all this through meditation, then you have to reflect the teaching that Buddha taught, omniscient one taught. You have to reflect, and then to understand, you have to hear the teaching. So it depends on listening, reflection, meditation, practice. So therefore, now you understand why they need a monastery, nunnery, why? So they need a conducive place. So you see, for this realization was come through meditation, the controlling the delusion, karma, so which brings suffering, which brings First World War, Second World War, all that, including that, all the suffering in the world by one person, to yourself, all that comes from delusion, you see. So the past, present, future suffering, all that from delusion, karma delusion, from your karma delusion. So, so you see, so therefore, then you need before that, with the wisdom, it's a higher training of wisdom, realizing emptiness, higher training of right view, higher training of the wisdom, the right view. So that, to achieve that, so everything, the whole thing comes from that, higher training of wisdom. Higher training of wisdom comes from the higher training of the meditation, karma aboding. So to higher training of the meditation, karma aboding, that depends on the morality, higher training of the morality. Now you understand what there is needed, monastery, nunneries, you see. So higher training of the morality. So this so Buddha's time, there happened You know, the yeah, the only refuge vow, only refuge, just mere refuge, ordination, only refuge vow, then was about 5. That's a lay, which lay people can do. 5 was vow, then category 8, category Nyene, eighth part was vow. Oh, this is beside the 8 Mahayana precepts. Then there's the Kitsula, 36 vows. The Kitsul, then the 253 vow, full picture. Then the Kitsulma and Geloma and Gelong, the 363, something like that, the vow for the full picture. That happened during Buddhist time, Buddha granted. So the Catholic, it's all not like army discipline, not like army discipline or something. It's all to protect the mind, to subdue the mind. It's all to protect yourself away from obstacles, to subdue your mind, to achieve the higher train of meditation, samatha, and then through that to achieve the higher train of wisdom. What I said before, the realizing the ultimate nature as a right wisdom. So you see, then from there you develop the whole thing. So now you can see, to achieve the shine karma abiding, the perfect meditation, to achieve that, or you need to achieve shine, fully carry the shine, or similar to that. Then you have to be free. You have to cut off the totally cut off the abandon this growth. There's an attachment to second thought and single thought. Attachment to second thought and single thought. So the attachment scattering thought has gross and subtle, and the singing thought, not singing, mind can sing it down. So, so that is gross and subtle. So you have to overcome. Totally, you have to overcome that. Then you can. Then only then you can have perfect meditation. If you don't achieve that, you can't have perfect meditation. Then that will help to realize or to develop the wisdom, actual wisdom. So now, for that, you need pure life. You need pure life. You need cause. Live in pure morality. So if you live in pure morality, then you can achieve. More pure morality you live, then easier to achieve shine karma abiding. As you live more pure vow, then easier to achieve, quicker to achieve samatha. didn't depend on cause. So yes, so you see, all the distractions, all the attachment. Disease, in Tibetan called disease, all the attachment, busy, all the attachment distractions. Disease. Not disease, but disease. All the attachment distractions. See, and so busy in the life, attachment distraction. So you have to be free from that. To achieve really perfect meditation, you have to be free from that. So, all that thing is pure morality. So, so what if the vow you have taken? So that's it's all to help your mind. So therefore, you need conducive place. You need to live in a conducive place. So, I mean that is to understand. Depending where, depending with which kind of place you live, then, of course, then you get involved in that, and I mean that is easy to understand. So therefore, you need the monastery, nunneries. You can see the unbelievable the discipline, morality, the discipline. So important to be able to keep living pure morality. So important. So good, not a monastery, but good discipline, good morality, good discipline. So important. So you can say, so there's a big work, incredible, unbelievable, the achievement, what you overcome, some oceans or some yoga, all the delusion, with continuation, you have no beginning, with continuation, has no beginning, but you can overcome. So the man who brought this, you want to see, Buddhist, to work in the hospital, yes, I understand, but you see that then you see they live in pure morality, achieve them. That doesn't happen. Then the achievement meditation perfect, that wouldn't happen. Then achievement high wisdom, that wouldn't happen. So, of course, you see, it's not contradictory as well. Of course, most people who live monastery doesn't mean achieve renunciation, samsara, bodhicitta, realize emptiness, and in the very beginning, in the West, many years ago, so 1963, around those times, around 1963 or even later, when you hear Tibetan, when you hear Tibet in the West, when people hear Tibetan, they all think like great yogi. In Tibetan, it's kind of very special, great yogi. They're special because they're special in some ways. They recite Om-Mani-Padme. They have opportunity to recite Om-Mani-Padme. And, His Holiness Dalai Lama, that's very special. Guide, enlightened being, not ignorant being, enlightened being. But they said, but they were in the West, they were great yogi. Because in the West, what happened was the Milarepa's life story happened. Milarepa's great yogi who achieved enlightenment in one lifetime, one brief lifetime. So those some of those books happened in the West. You see, so I think in Tibet, what Tibet must be great yogi or some the idea of great realize no attachment, no anger, no ignorance. So sit back to the wall or something like that. Okay. Like that is in the past, long time ago. Now also more people know about Tibetan, but you see, of course there are numberless great yogis, but that's in lay and monk and nun, of course. But so what I'm saying. Sorry. Yesterday, somebody asked a question about painting the music. The person there? Oh, I say. So, sorry, I want to edit more. One more, sorry. To mention that. Also, it's very good. What I said yesterday on the edit. Anybody who sees this painting, then may it cause whatever suffering they have to mention some people is whatever suffering they have, physical, mental, whatever problem they have, or curable, uncurable, to be recovered immediately by seeing this painting. And may all their wishes be succeeded immediately. Not just that, may all their wishes be succeeded immediately, according to Holy Dharma. According to Holy Dharma. So that means, you see, every action becomes only Dharma, becomes only cause of happiness, not suffering at all. So then, all the wishes be succeed immediately by seeing painting. All the wishes be succeed immediately according to Holy Dharma. So just by seeing this painting. Then, not only that, then all their actions, Buddhist spirit mind, the actions become cause of enlightenment with the Bodhicitta. So I'm adding what I said last night. So that's very good. So you see, there was a Chinese famous singer, Fei Yang, lived in Hong Kong, but now lived in China, very famous. So I told her before she sing, she's thinking like that, to benefit people similar, what I mentioned to you, like that, to think before singing, to help anybody who hear hard sound, to benefit with them. So dedicate, like that. So I advise to her. There's one girl in Spain, because after I taught the benefits of Omani Padme Hum, you see, if you recite 10 mala Omani Bimbo a day, then the Kasure can go, you're on the mountain, and then so many people down below there can see you. Then it purifies. By they seeing you, it purifies the negative karma, which causes it to reborn to lower realm with the most unbelievable suffering. Can imagine comparing that? Any suffering in the human being have is peace, peace, happiness, compared to the lower realm suffering. So, if you yes, it helps to purify the karma obscuration of people, people who see you. So it's power that then the other benefits, of course, because when your body is burned after death, when your body is burned by fire, smoke also, and the other people smell, and then purifies them. People, animals, anybody who smell smoke, receive the smoke to their body, and it purifies them. By the power of my recital of Mani Padme, spelled 10 malas a day. So I spoke to quite a bit of that, about that. So then the girl wrote to Rinpoche, saying that you should recite 10 mala of Mani Padme a day. She wrote Rinpoche. Our mother is a center member in Barcelona, so she wrote the Rinpoche. Arjuna Abhidhamala Omani Padme, he does that. He does, I think I heard 4 hours practice. When he does movie morning, he does 4 hours practice. Then he goes to act the movies and things. I heard like that. Yeah, he does to practice, and so yeah. Very old student of his own Lama. So his men try to help Tibet. So yeah, so like that, very helpful to his own son. Okay, break. Thank you. Chanju Sinju Rinpoche Ma Jeba Na Jeba Nyamba Meba